Hello students. In this segment we are going to start chapter 3, that is the basis of human behavior. So after reading this chapter you would be able to understand the evolutionary nature of human behavior and relate the functions of nervous system and endocrine system to behavior, and also you would be able to explain the role of genetic factors in determining behavior, and also you'd be able to understand the role of culture in shaping human behavior and describe the process of enculturation, socialization, acculturation, and also you'd be able to relate biological and sociocultural factors in understanding human behavior. Okay, in that sense this is a very important chapter, and that is known as the basis of human behavior. Actually, human beings, the Homo sapiens, are the most developed organisms among all creatures on this earth. Okay, so their ability to walk upright, larger brain size relative to body weight, and the proportion of specialized brain tissues make them distinct from other species. These features have evolved through millions of years and have enabled them to engage in several complex behaviors. Scientists have attempted to study the relationship of complex human behavior with the process of the nervous system, particularly the brain. So they have tried to discover the neural basis of thoughts, feelings, and actions. By understanding the biological aspects of human beings, you will be able to appreciate how the brain, environment, and behavior interact to generate unique forms of behavior. So in this chapter, we begin with a general description of the nervous system in an evolutionary perspective. You will also study the structure and functions of the nervous system. So you will learn about the endocrine system and its influence on human behavior. Okay, so later in this chapter, we will also study the notion of culture and show its relevance to the understanding of behavior. So this will be followed by an analysis of the process of enculturation, socialization, and acculturation. So this is the introductory portion related to this chapter, the basis of human behavior. So the first is the evolutionary perspective. Okay, so people actually differ with respect to their physical as well as the psychological traits. So we all are different from one another because of different physical traits. We are different from one another because of height, weight, hair color, eye color, and so on. And also we have different psychological characteristics, like some people are highly intelligent, some people are not so intelligent, some people are very social, some are less social, some are very aggressive, some are not so much aggressive. So all these are different psychological characteristics of us, and because of all these different physical as well as psychological characteristics, we all are unique human beings. So the uniqueness of individuals results from the interaction of their genetic endowments and the environmental demands. Okay, our genetic factors as well as our environment basically influence us in developing all these characteristics. So in this world you find millions of different organisms. Okay, so varying differently in shape, size, and behavior, and these organisms include insects, then fish, reptiles, birds, mammals, and so on. Further, within each category of organism there are innumerable forms, each different from the other. So biologists believe that such a large number of species that exist today have evolved to the present form, and human beings are the most developed of all the organisms on this earth. So after millions of years of evolution, we are still evolving and the process continues. So modern human beings developed some 2 lakhs years ago as a result of continuous interaction with the environment. So Charles Darwin, in his book The Origin of Species, published in 1859, proposed the idea that changes in organism is taking place slowly over very long periods. So Darwin stressed that behavior as well as the physical form evolved together. Today, biologists and psychologists agree that the behavior as well as the physiology of animals has changed through the process of evolution. And it is to be noted that behavioral and physical changes tend to occur together. And the theory of evolution considers that over time, organisms originate within and adapt to their unique environment. So evolution actually, it refers to gradual and orderly biological changes that result in a species from their pre-existing forms in response to the changing adaptational demands of their environment. Okay, so physiological as well as behavioral changes that occur due to the evolutionary process are so slow that they become visible after hundreds of generations. বহুত দিনৰ পাছতহে এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ চেঞ্জেছবিলাক একচুৱেলি নটিচিয়েবল হয়, কাৰণ এই চেঞ্জেছবিলাক বহুত শ্ল' হৈ থাকে কাৰণে ইমান সোনকালে ধৰা নপৰে. So it occurs actually through the process of natural selection. Actually natural selection, it leads to the evolution of new species that are more effectively adapted to their particular environment. Because when repeated generation after generation, it leads to the evolution of new species. Okay, আৰু এটা নতুন এনভাইৰনমেণ্টৰ লগত কি হৈ যায়, এডাপ্ট কৰিব পৰা হৈ যায়, কাৰণ চেঞ্জেছবিলাক ইমানেই শ্ল' হৈ থাকে আৰু সেই এনভাইৰনমেণ্টেল চেঞ্জেছৰ লগত খাপ খাওঁতে এটা নতুন এটা মানে কি হয় চেঞ্জেছ আহি পৰে, আৰু সেই চেঞ্জেছখিনি মানুহে ইমান পটকৈ বুজিব নোৱাৰে আচলতে, কাৰণ বহুত শ্ল' হয় এই চেঞ্জেছখিনি. Actually, this is similar to the selective breeding of horses or other animals these days. Okay, so breeders select the fittest and the fastest male and female horses from their stock and promote them for selective breeding so that they can get the fittest horses. So fitness is the ability of an organism to survive and contribute its genes to the next generation. Actually, আটাইতকৈ বেষ্ট আৰু বেষ্ট যিটো ব্ৰিড হয়, সেই ব্ৰিডাৰ্ছে সদায় তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ ব্ৰিডটোহে কি কৰে, নেক্সট জেনেৰেশ্যনৰ কাৰণে চিলেক্ট কৰে, আৰু তেনেকুৱা ব্ৰিডাৰ্ছে একচুৱেলি ফিটেষ্ট বা ফাষ্টেষ্ট মেল আৰু ফিমেল হৰ্চেছবিলাককহে কি কৰে, প্ৰমোট কৰে, আৰু সেই প্ৰমোট কৰি পেলাই নেক্সট জেনেৰেশ্যনৰ হৰ্চ কি কৰে, মানে প্ৰডিউচ কৰিবলৈ বিচাৰে. গতিকে কাৰণ ফিটনেছটো হৈছে অৰ্গেনিজিমৰ এটা এবিলিটি, যিটোৱে কি কৰে সেই ফিটনেছটোৰ কাৰণে অৰ্গেনিজিমটো জেনেৰেশ্যন আফটাৰ জেনেৰেশ্যন কণ্টিনিউ হৈ থাকিব পাৰে, ছাৰ্ভাইভ হৈ থাকিব পাৰে, আৰু সেই কণ্ট্ৰিবিউশ্যনছটো জেনেৰেশ্যন আফটাৰ জেনেৰেশ্যন কেতিয়া দিব পাৰিব, যেতিয়াহে সেই এনিমেলটো ফিট হৈ থাকিব বা আটাইতকৈ ষ্ট্ৰং হৈ থাকিব. অ'কে, so 3 important features of modern human beings differentiate them from their ancestors. Okay, so these are number 1 is bigger and developed brain with increased capacity for cognitive behavior like perception, memory, reasoning, problem solving, and use of language for communication. Okay, this is the first important feature of modern human being, because modern human being, all they possess different cognitive processes, and because of all these cognitive processes, they are able to solve different problems in their life in a very different way or unique way. And all these processes are perception, memorization, reasoning power, problem solving abilities, language abilities, and so on. So all these are some higher mental processes. Okay, and these are available in developed brain of human. And the second characteristic is the ability to walk upright on 2 legs, and it is possible only for human beings. Okay, and the third one is a free hand with a walkable opposing thumb. So these are the 3 important features of modern human beings. So these features have been with us for several thousand years. And our behaviors actually are highly complex, and it is more developed than those of the other species, because we have got a large and highly developed brain. The human being or jitu developed brain ase enokwa dhৰণৰ developed brain bakibur animals or iman nai, aru he karone human being or characteristics ba human being or functions bilak belegotke bahut develop hoy. Okay, so human brain development is evidenced by 2 facts. Firstly, the weight of the brain is about 2.35% of the total body weight, and it is the highest among all species. And the second one is the human cerebrum is more evolved than the other parts of the brain. Okay, so there are different parts of the brain like cerebellum, then medulla, pons varolii. Okay, so these are different parts of the brain, but among these parts of the brain actually cerebrum is more evolved. Cerebrum is more evolved, and it is the it is the most important part of the brain, and it basically covers highest portions of the brain, and it regulates all the higher mental processes. Okay, and all these are related to the human brain development. These are the two facts related to human brain development. And these evolutions have resulted due to the influence of environmental demands. Okay, some behaviors play an obvious role in evolution. For example, the ability to find food, avoid predators, and defend one's young are the objectives related to the survival of the organisms as well as their species. The biological and the behavioral qualities which are helpful in meeting these objectives increase an organism's ability to pass it onto the future generation through its genes. Okay, so the environmental demands lead to biological and behavioral changes over a long period of time. Actually, ki hoy ase, the biological and behavioral qualities. So all these are the important qualities of human beings, and because of all these qualities, we are able to do something in our life. And all these biological characteristics, actually we carry all these characteristics from our parents and through the genes. Okay, so our environment also influences us to develop different characteristics that we face in different characteristics of us. And when we face different environments, and when we face different problems, then definitely because of those genes as well as that environment help us to solve all these problems and to face all these problems, to deal with all these problems in a very effective manner. So it is because of our environmental factors as well as our genetic codes. Okay, so আমি যিকোনো এটা বস্তু আমি যদি মানে আমি নিজে জীয়াই থাকিবৰ কাৰণে, আমি সাৰ্ভাইভ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আমি কিছুমান কাম কৰিব লগা হয়, আৰু সেইখিনি যিকোনো এনিমেলছেও আচলতে কৰে, কিন্তু আটাইতকৈ বেষ্টটো একচুৱেলি সাৰ্ভাইভ কৰিব পাৰে কিয়নো ফাইট কৰিব পাৰিছে। আৰু যিখিনি এনিমেলে ফাইট কৰি আগবাঢ়ি যাব পাৰে সেইখিনি আচলতে জীয়াই থাকে। এটা সৰু এক্সাম্পল দিছোঁ, তেনেকৈ আমি এটা প্লান্টৰ এটা কথা কৈছোঁ। কেইবাটাও আমি গুটি সিঁচিছিলোঁ, গুটি সিঁচাৰ পাছত কেইবাটাও পুলি ওলাইছিলে, কিন্তু তাৰ ভিতৰতে দুটা বেছি ষ্ট্ৰং হৈ গ'ল, বাকীখিনি ইমান ষ্ট্ৰং নহ'ল, বাকীখিনি একদম উইক হৈ সোনকালেই মানে শেষ হৈ গ'ল বা মৰি গ'ল। কিন্তু বাকী যিকেইটা ষ্ট্ৰং থাকিলে সেইখিনিয়ে কণ্টিনিউ কৰিব পাৰিলে, সিহঁতৰ পৰা আমি আকৌ ফল পালোঁ। গতিকে এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰবিলাক কি কাৰণে? ইট ইজ বিকজ অফ দ্য সাৰ্ভাইভেল অফ দ্য ফিটেষ্ট। অ'কে, ষ্ট্ৰংগেষ্ট যিটো হয় মানে প্লান্টে হওক বা ষ্ট্ৰংগেষ্ট যিবিলাক এনিমেলছ হওক, সেইবিলাকেহে কি কৰিব পাৰে? সাৰ্ভাইভ কৰিব পাৰে। অ'কে, চ' the next part is the biological and cultural roots. Actually, there are two important determinants of our behavior, and these are the biological roots as well as the cultural roots. Okay, so the important determinant of our behavior is the biological structure that we have inherited from our ancestors in the form of developed body and brain. And the second determinant is the cultural systems. It is also another important determinant of our behavior. So first one is the biological perspective. So the biological basis of behavior, actually it includes the biological properties that are available in us, like the neurons or the nerve as well as the nerve impulses, then synapse, the nervous system that includes brain, spinal cord, autonomic nervous system, somatic nervous system, and so on, and also endocrine system like pituitary gland, thyroid gland, gonads, adrenal gland, and so on, and genes, chromosomes, and so on. So all these are some important biological properties, and all these biological properties influence us in our life. Okay, so the evolutionary process actually that resulted in what human being is today, biologically and behaviorally, it is due to the influence of environmental demands. Okay, so environmental demand কৰিছে কাৰণে আমি এটা প্ৰেজেণ্ট ষ্টেটাছত আহি এনেকুৱা এটা শ্বেপ লৈছোঁ বা এনেকুৱা ধৰণে আমি কাম কৰিব পাৰিছোঁ। So because of all these important body parts that are related to our biology of behavior actually influence us in our behavior pattern, and hence in studying psychology we also need to study all these biological properties, because they also influence us in our behavior pattern. So the importance of biological basis becomes obvious when you observe many children develop mental retardation and many other abnormal symptoms due to transmission of a faulty gene from the parents. Okay, spelling is to wrongly typed hoy ko to patent hoy ase, it should be parents. Okay, so actually ki hoy ami biological basis to ami ketia ami clear ke gom pao jetia ami observe koru bibhinno dhoroner manhor jetia psychological problems hoy ba physical problems hoy ba abnormal symptoms bilak ami dekhu aru etu ki karone hoise, it is because of some faulty genes. Ari faulty gene bilak jetia parents or pra carry Korean, because of all these faulty genes, people may develop several kinds of psychological problems. For example, mental retardation, actually it is also related to the faulty genes. ঠিক তেনেকৈ যদি endocrine dysfunctions হয় বা কিবা hormonal secretions improper হয়, then definitely it may be the cause of developing some kinds of psychological problems as well as the physiological problems. Okay, so আমি সেই কাৰণে biological basis to আমি importance দিব লাগে, কাৰণ biological problem মানে problems বিলাকৰ কাৰণে বা এনেকুৱা properties বিলাকে কেতিয়াবা আমাক কিবা physical বা psychological problems create কৰিব পাৰে. Then the next important determinant is the cultural system. So the cultural system actually are quite varied across human population. Our behaviors bila culture to culture different hoy, aru amar culture to amar behavior actually influence kore. Ami jikhon culture thako he culture khone amar prottek to kothate life ot ki kore influence kore. Amar food habit ot hok, dressing sense ot hok, ba kotha kwat hok, ba jikono style ot hok, presentation ot hok, সদায় আমাক কি কৰে এটা particular culture আমাক influence কৰে. So culture provides us with different experiences and opportunities of learning by putting us in a variety of situations or placing different demands on our lives. গতিকে এটা লাইফত যিখিনি আমি ডিমাণ্ড ফুলফিল কৰিব লগা হয় সেইখিনি ফুলফিল আমি কেনেকৈ কৰিব পাৰোঁ, ইট ইজ বিকজ অফ আৱাৰ কালচাৰ. গতিকে কালচাৰেল নৰ্মছবিলাকে যেনেকুৱা ধৰণে আমাক ইনফৰ্মেশ্যনছ প্ৰভাইড কৰিছে বা আমি যিবিলাক বস্তু আমি এভেইলেবল দেখিছোঁ কালচাৰখনত, সেইখিনি বস্তুৱে আমাৰ লাইফত কি কৰে ইনফ্লুৱেঞ্চ কৰে বা বিহেভিয়াৰত ইনফ্লুৱেঞ্চ কৰে. So we learn about culture through the processes of enculturation, socialization and so on. So all these processes actually influence us in shaping our behavior. And acculturation is another process, and it is the cultural changes, okay, that resulting from contact with other cultures. That ami beleg culture manhor logot deal koru, beleg ekhon culture logot ami involve ho, hekhon culture amak bahut kotha hikai ba amar behavioral thought process to amar bahut change hobo pare. So enekwa dhoroner kotha bilako amak life ot influence kore. So that is also known as acculturation. Okay, so all these are related to the cultural properties. So we can say that there are two important determinants of our behavior. One is the biological properties or biological structures that influence us in our life, and second one is the cultural roots. Okay, so the cultural system also equally play important role in our behavior, and hence psychologists emphasize on these two roots, biological roots as well as cultural roots, in describing human behavior. Thank you.